Hello, is this Mr. Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Reddit Online. And you may be wondering why I'm not using party chat. And it's because Sony fucking ruined it with their latest fucking update. Apparently it requires being in a fucking group now to fucking party chat. So it means that at least one other person can join a party chat like any other time, because obviously like you can't have a one person group, because by definition that's not a thing. I know they're called parties, but come on Sony, why the hell did you remove private parties? Yeah, great, and now my PSN's going to be showing like every time I talk now. But yeah, I just wanted to show that I have it to crew only, so no one should hear me in the lobby. Unless it doesn't work that way, but according to the description it kinda does.
Alright, let's see what you have for me.
I'm just gonna stall my samples here. I've been grinding Reddit Online, getting more bars and stuff. Still need to do some of that for the Outlaw Pass.
Unbelievable antlers on these creatures. I can only imagine how big this pair was.
Got quite the bit of legendary animal samples. I didn't really go out my way much for any of them, in fact.
I bet this was a
because of really small lobbies, it's been really easy to find them all.
Have a gentle heart. Too gentle
for legendary animals, I mean, of course.
I love coyotes. Born tricksters. Clever and deceptive. This is a rare one. Every mammal.
That's why I haven't done this stream for a while, is because I was grinding the game for gold. That's a big look at the like legendary animals and stuff like that for free mode, and also for like event stuff like the wild animal tagging and the legendary animal rescue. Alright, I'm almost into established now. Alright, Club Rewards. Apparently, I'm on rank 53, about to be 54 now. Looking pretty good. Looks like I can definitely grind this last day. Last full day, I should say. Since there might be a bit of Monday left as well, now that it's Sunday. Wait, I leveled up too, damn it. Alright, I'm level 88 apparently. Alright, just some cosmetic ass boots for 89. So I'll talk some more about what I did for grinding and stuff, I guess, later. Right now, I'll do the featured sighting thing, of course, being the legendary Ruddy Moose, as the title is.
So, I ran into Gus McMillan again.
And it's probably only guaranteed once, so I'm probably only one to sedate it then.
Moose he wants to slaughter and turn into slippers or belts or whatever it is he does to make his blood money. Oh, he makes me sick. Ugh. Anyway, this moose is apparently a spectacular specimen.
So yeah, it's like last week where they did in the form of a sighting mission, so you just go to Harriet and they'll launch it up. It's not in free mode whatsoever, I'm pretty sure.
From these animals, not destroying them.
And I believe as of this event week, it's now possible to get the Red and Blonde Legendary Collection for $700 or something now. And by that I mean you give like all the samples from said collection, and then they're all stamped, and then you sell the whole like set, the area or something. That's how that works or whatever. So yeah, obviously you get the initial like around $20 for each animal, whatever, plus the 700 for having all of them stamped, whatever. Okay, this one takes place in tall trees here. I'll kind of talk about killing it in case I don't kill it. I'm probably only going to be able to do it once because it's probably only guaranteed one time. With some of the earlier ones, it was more likely to get 2 or whatever very easily, but not really much anymore, I think, so I'm probably only going to be able to sedate it.
Hey, stay out of the woods. I'm warning you. I was in there just setting up my shot when I turned around and bam! That damn thing charged me. All I could see was hooves and horns and teeth. It's a goddamn miracle I'm still breathing. I'm out of here. You've been warned.
Alright, looks like that one has no track as well. Alright, it seems it's this way for the next thing. So it was around here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there it is. Alright, finally a proper trail for once. So I have tracking on it now. So now that... before my headphones interrupted me there with the auto shutdown bullshit, whatever. Now that I have a proper trail, might as well kind of talk about how to kill it now. But yeah, I looked onto Reddit wiki, it didn't have like a compendium like entry on the page, but it has a description. And it suggests like arrows with improved rounds, or improved arrows, whatever, which I don't know if those ones are in online or not, the improved ones. I know small game are, but not sure on the improved arrows. I'll actually check here. Okay, yeah, there's no improved arrows at all, it's just a single player only arrow, I think. However, I also said like a rifle with a scope, and probably like any rifle in general, kind of. So yeah, we'll probably want to use a rifle for this moose, so like the new elephant rifle is probably a really good one. Or obviously like a Carcano and like rolling block rifles for just like ones with big scopes or whatever. And obviously there's like all the other rifles, so basically anything but a varmint rifle I'd imagine could be great for the legendary moose here, the Ruddy moose. That's what you'll probably want to use if you want to kill it. I would probably especially recommend a new elephant rifle, because in general it's pretty good for legendary animals. Okay, finally a cutscene here, so it seems I finally got it here. Alright, so another save it from Poacher's kind of one here. I believe the Spirit Bear was kind of similar to that box. See, that one can kind of fight for itself in the slightest.
We got him cornered. At last, we got him. Come on. Get that bastard.
Probably not gonna loot those bodies yet, at least. Okay. Man, this travel's like all over the place, it looks. Alright, those bodies are pretty far from now, so I'm not gonna bother looting them at all then. Obviously, like the other ones, you don't have to revive it at all. Which reminds me, I didn't get any more like revivers or whatever. Since I have been using them a lot recently, because I've been grinding the game as I mentioned at the beginning. So that I can get Outlaw Pass number 3, hopefully. And yeah, now it's back into a free mode lobby, which of course I'm still need to run the parties. My PSN is probably showing up the whole fucking time. But yeah, apparently the Red and Blonde collection, you can actually now get the full collection now from this thing. Apparently if you get the whole collection, it's like 700 bucks worth, and I have almost the whole collection actually, so that's pretty hype. I'm not gonna go for the whole collection, I'm just saying. So it might make it the very first, like, legendary collection that you can actually complete now, since the Ruddy Moose is released. Apparently all of that whole category is released now. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure you get 700 bucks, which I saw from, like, GTA series videos, if you saw that whole, like, collection, if everything's, like, stamped on there. But yeah, now I'm established, which is nice. And yeah, I probably want to like another 4 like ranks on this one compared to when I last streamed or something. I think it was like 6 before on the last stream. So I have a good few like level ups on the Naturalist. I'm still 19 on Moonshiner, but yeah, got another like 1,000 XP for it. I was about to get another 300 XP. I did do it, but like the poison of Moonshine was either bugged the hell out or somehow I ruined it by shooting at it, because I didn't know that if you stealth it entirely, you poison it instead. But yeah, the poisoning Moonshine apparently got bugged out, which I was doing like right before starting the stream. So yeah, just another couple free mode things can get me to Moonshiner level 20, which would be quite hype. Trader, I don't think I worked on that one at all actually, so that one didn't change. Bounty Hunter, I got maxed out, and I did get a bounty wagon, which was pretty nice. That allowed me to level it up much faster, and it's been really good for getting gold for me. I even did a whole like 6 bounty all by myself, which was pretty hype. And I had 2 where I got like 5 out of 6 even. And obviously collector I've had maxed out. So a lot of big like role things that I've done. And yeah, now I'm a little over halfway with the Naturalist. That's exciting. Poor trader roll though. I didn't use roll tokens for the like wagon though, for the medium delivery wagon. I just didn't actually buy it because I haven't been to my camp or anything. So yeah, my rolls are starting to finally look pretty good now. For the most part, besides for the trader. What's your animal map update, huh? Okay. I don't think that usually pops up, so I don't know what it means with that, but whatever. But I'll go to Harriet again, see if, like, it's there again for any reason. If not, obviously I'll maybe wait on it. And obviously while I wait on it, I'll be going over the event week stuff, as I typically do. Oh wow, there's a moonshine thing there. As much as I want to do it, I am focused on the event week stream right now. And as I mentioned in my last moonshine thing I did, which was like poison in it, and I did successfully stealth it, it was like bugged the hell out or some shit. Couldn't even fucking poison it, but then again it could have been because I shot at it, because I didn't know you could poison it if you stealth the whole thing. As much as I wanted to do it to get to where I only needed 1 more of those for maxing it out, because it's the event week stream I'm doing here, I'm not gonna do it. Actually, notice my name doesn't seem to be popping up anymore, which is very interesting. I don't know if it was because I just changed the setting or not. Yeah, I don't know, it might have just been because I just changed the setting on that lobby, I don't know, it probably was. So good, I don't have to see it anymore on the Sims.
Success?
And it should be on the right
Examine.
settings still.
Lots to look. Let me see what you've collected.
Alright, legendary Ruddy moose sample apparently sells for $27.50. We gotta spin one of the higher ones actually.
Did you find this one all right?
Like between the bunch that I had, as I showed earlier. I got number 200 Naturalist XP and 200 regular even. Updated with new legendary animals. Alright, this might be like all the different ones I got and all.
Trust in nature, friend. Don't forget.
I should check for the missions now. I doubt it's there already again, of course. Or do I know if it's going to be later? Okay, yeah, I get rid of that first slot, and there's time limits, so nope.
I'd love a sample to study, if possible.
I was definitely not gonna get it again anytime soon. Right now, I think it's time to go in the benefits section. Alright, new side mission, of course, legendary Ruddy moose on the left is just basically talking about pretty much everything I probably already talked about. And then on the right, gets this trapper store, new Ruddy coat, As with pretty much every other legendary animal, there's a new coat with the legendary animal. And apparently there's a 50% extra payout on bear pelt sales as well, kind of to go into the last week kind of as well, which is interesting. So if you see a lot like bears, I would imagine it might include legendary bears, and definitely go for them. Though I'm not sure if it would include no legendary ones. But yeah, final week for the Outlaw Pass number 3. As I mentioned, I was going to grind, and I did end up grinding. It's not something I just say and don't do for a while, thankfully. So yeah, of course, now is the last chance to get that. If you want a good way to get gold, I feel like bounty missions and the legendary bounties especially are the good ways of getting it. The thing with legendary bounties is you probably have to wait like a whole hour cooldown, whatever. But obviously when you can't do legendary bounties, just do regular bounty missions. I'd say just stick between 1 and 2 people, because you really don't get much more like pay or much of any reward, maybe aside for like the roll XP. So especially if you're maxed out on roll XP, there's not really much of a point going for like 4 and 6 on the bounties if you want to get some last moment gold. I've been making most of my gold with the bounty hunter. And yeah, very rarely when you loot people, you can get treasure maps as well. So if you get very lucky with that, you can get treasure maps like while doing that as well. Got treasure maps yesterday, didn't get any the day before or whatever though. I've only got like 2 through the bounty hunter stuff, I think. And I've also kind of done like a couple like gang hideouts. Those are kind of good for getting treasure maps for looting, at least it was for me like back then, but I didn't get any like recently. Obviously every 5 ranks you can get any treasure maps, so obviously any good like ranking up kind of things will be good for getting that as well. And which that kind of goes into the next thing as well, which actually is still another good way of getting gold. Obviously would probably be like the stranger missions, because bounty missions are pretty similar in structure to stranger missions. They almost pay out like exactly the same and whatnot. Not exactly the same, but pretty close. And then obviously free roam events, whenever those pop up, joining those could be pretty good as long as they're good at them. And I probably wouldn't go out of the way for like showdown modes and stuff like that. It's probably one of the lesser good ways of getting gold. And obviously if you're in a really bad pinch, then you can like reset your like gold rewards that can be reset for like 0.4 gold each, which is really good. And obviously daily challenges are another really good way of getting gold. So those are a bunch of really good last moment ways of getting gold, I'd say. Doing a good combination of them, I'd say, would be the best strategy for sure. I'd say especially the bounty hunter is a good thing for getting gold, at least from my experience, besides for treasure maps. And if you want XP, then I would probably say the collector is probably the best way for XP, because you get like 100, 200 like per item you collect. And I've been getting a lot of collectibles on the way as well with the bounty hunter and stuff like that, off of like looting people and stuff, like NPCs and stuff obviously. So yeah, especially the collector role is probably going to be the best way of getting like tiers and stuff like that, I'd say, without having to spend gold obviously. As long as you're like 40 whatever, then you should be fine, I guess, in a way, because you get the gold back obviously, plus a tiny bit more in profit with like the treasure maps and stuff through the Outlaw Pass. Obviously, if you can, I'd recommend not spending gold, because there's actually going to be another Outlaw Pass according to leaks, which is 20 gold bars for like a Halloween Outlaw Pass, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much anything I wanted to say about the Outlaw Pass for last moment grinding. Because I've been doing a lot of it, and been doing it pretty successfully, I'd say. Even though I've been getting like 10 gold bars, probably in a day, kind of. might definitely be possible to do better than that. But yeah, on the right, thank you gift for all Outlaw Pass number 3 owners. So you do have to have the Outlaw Pass to get that. So as I mentioned a bunch of strategies for gold and XP for the Outlaw Pass number 3. And yeah, for the collectibles, I recommend using like a collector map on Google. While like the underground collectibles have been heavily nerfed where you don't know like which ones you're gonna get and stuff, even though it's gonna be harder to get those like full sets, like I said, the collectibles, all of them can give like 100 or like 300 experience, kind of depending on the way you get them. And for the ones you can pretty much ensure you know what you're getting, like the American Wildflowers and the like Bird A's, you can get like the whole set, get like a 2000 XP thing for selling them. So I'm assuming basically every bit of regular XP is club XP as well. And yeah, 2000 is like a tier and a half around there, kind of. So that's kind of a good strategy with the collector, I'd say, for getting XP and tiers and all that. But yeah, as a thank you gift, Outlaw Pass number 3 owners will get 10 special health cures, 5 pieces of lost jewelry, which I'm sure that could be like $100, which could be kind of decent. Not that there haven't already been like $100 in the Outlaw Pass, but still. And 200 rounds of sedative ammo, a whole like thing of varmint rifle sedative ammo. That's really big, I'd say. All those who made it past rank 50 will get a pair of Griffith caps in their choice of colorway, plus a unique Keffin's hat. But I only have like 27 left, so I'm definitely hoping I can get that all with like the collector roll. And maybe other things as well. Okay, did my money change on there actively? Maybe I got like charged or something for like the camp feeds or something. But yeah, special rewards for playing between the 12th and the 19th, aka this event week. But yeah, playing this week will get you a reward for 5 blending tonics, which I believe makes it like harder to get detected or something like that. So it could be nice for certain larger animals and stuff. And certain types of regular animals as well. And then 50 rounds of Nitro Express ammo. That's 2.5 whole like things for the elephant rifle. That's not bad, I'd say. Especially when it's one of the better weapons for larger animals for killing them. To use as you see fit. Hunt or sample the Ruddy moose. So it seems you can kill or sample it for the same reward for a free offhand holster rating 70 and below. And for those who don't have that, I believe that's the one that allows you to dual wield, so that could be something. But yeah, 40% off all shotguns and the elephant rifle. Plus half off all baits. But yeah, all baits are half off. Alright, that's just restating what's already on there. Those two are just duplicates. I believe it might just be reversed from this one. Or maybe it's the exact same thing even. Those two are ones that were covered before as well. And all of those have been in the game for a while now. Apparently it's actually a new featured series, it sounds like. But yeah, it's something with like the classic gunfighting of shootouts across a range of new locations. But yeah, some new locations include like the port city of Blackwater, Boulder Glade, with the historic battlefield, the docks of Saint Denis, artillery outposts of Tumbleweed, and the Manor. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it's some of the modes from like day one of the game or something. Maybe some of the like older DLC ones. That's a little something. But yeah, there's no like money things or anything going on with those. So obviously, especially if you're in a binge for Outlaw Pass number 3 like me, I would recommend staying away from them, especially. Obviously, they do give gold, but they're not one of the better ways, I'd say, because it depends all on how good you do and stuff. And aside from that, I believe there's just the weekly collection, and that basically does it for the stream. I can just go to any post office. Which, yeah, in this area, sorry, it's not very many. So I need to go Blackwater anyways, because for some reason I was thinking I need to go to the tailor. But yeah, most definitely my stream is working, surely, because, yeah, otherwise my thing wouldn't be popping up, surely, I'd imagine. Because my headphones can be iffy on certain cases. And yeah, because Sony ruined fucking party chat, they kind of talk in the public lobby. However, I did change my settings, I'm pretty sure at the beginning. And also, for some reason, if anyone watches this part of the stream and people don't like my methods or something for gold that I mentioned, if anyone knows any better ways, then I would be curious to know, because I would like to get the gold as fast as possible. Oh, apparently that's still there, it seems. Assuming that's the same one. So I might start doing that after stream.
didn't recognize you.
Alright, weekly collection for a week is the black and white collection. I'm curious what else I can collect here. Oh yeah, I was using dynamites because this stupid moonshine stole thing was glitched or whatever, like the thing I was doing right before the stream, as I mentioned. Because I didn't know that when you stealth it, you can poison it instead of destroying it, and destroying it didn't work, apparently. I don't know if it was my fault, or if the game was just literally glitched up there, or what, when I was off stream and all. Okay, apparently that was it.
Goodbye for now.
But yeah, this collection is actually pretty interesting, it looks so far. None of these are even collectibles whatsoever, they're just like animal parts. So yeah, perfect skunk pelt, perfect badger pelt, and then a seagull feather. So yeah, perfect skunk pelt, and then badger pelt. Imagining the weaponry that you use for them are very similar. So I'd imagine a varmint rifle would be pretty good for them, not entirely sure on that. And I mean with like the regular rounds, not sedative, obviously. Aside from that, maybe like small game arrows or something like that. Something, yeah, definitely I would imagine. And seagull feather. Just don't like use something super ridiculous on a seagull to where it would probably get destroyed or something, and then you can probably surely get the feather from it. But yeah, small game arrows probably would do it, and maybe a varmint rifle could be good for that as well. For a more of a like weapon. But yeah, $30 for the collection value is pretty You might as well just stick to the full collections. And yeah, I'm not really too sure much where you would find these two. Not on the top of my head, at least. I would imagine these ones would be in the New Hanover area for the most part. I believe I've seen batters in like the swamp shit, but they're probably not very common there. But yeah, I don't really know much of a different location much on the top of my head. And seagull probably obviously near water, maybe near like docks and like Blackwater here and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is for this. And also, I believe you can actually get the perfect badger and perfect skunk pelt for some of the like bounty things, as I mentioned, for like the bounty missions for the ones in great mode that take place in like the Stony Mountains, probably. I'm pretty sure those are like the ones you get these from. So those are really easy ways to get those without even having to hunt these for the skunk and badger pelts. So you might have a lot of those just from that, actually. So you pretty much would just have to worry about the seagull feathers. So it could be very good in that way, actually. But yeah, that's finally going to be it for the stream. That's pretty much all I could think of that would have had been said or anything. But yeah, next stream is probably going to be the GTA Online event week stream. Hopefully not as late as this one. This one was just late this time around because I was grinding for the game, as I mentioned. And I'm hoping to get like my next like 9.77 gold or whatever and today. I'm definitely thinking I can do that, especially being close to rank 90. So I definitely think I'm going to be able to pull off getting the Outlaw Pass last moment like I did with the previous one. Which I actually got all 100 tiers as well near like the last moments too. Yeah, it's finally going to be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.